Hello, fellow safety and health professional, and welcome to another podcast in a series of podcasts based on an article in Safety and Health magazine that's all about you. Recognition is an effective tool that safety and health professionals use to reward employees for exceptional efforts. I'm sure you've done it different ways, or your company. And I've used it many times in a wide variety of situations. Consider how many fields like entertainment, the Oscars, sports, Hall of Fame, and of course safety have recognition awards. I checked out the National Safety Council's award link, and there are several categories, actually more than I was thinking there was, such as the Green Cross for Safety Awards, Robert W. Campbell Awards, Rising Safety Star Awards, and a bunch of other ones. And most every company that I've ever worked with has some kind of awards for recognition for good safety behavior. And it's because recognition feels good. When a person or group gets recognized positively, it causes a release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter linked to pleasure and reward. It also stimulates the desire to repeat the positive behavior that got you the recognition. So, if you recognize someone for going out of their way to remove a hazard, the person that got that recognition and any coworkers who witnessed the recognition will be more likely to repeat the positive behavior. I'm sure you know that. That's as a stimulus to get them to do it better. Most companies have formal safety recognition programs. I've championed several during my career. But I like to pass on some less formal ways you can give recognition to anyone you have a relationship with, whether at home or work. Ask, have you done anything you're proud of lately? That may seem a little odd, but really, just ask somebody, what have you done lately that you're proud of or that was a success? Now, one of my favorite gigs I got shortly after resigning as a full-time safety professional at the nuclear power plant and starting my consulting and speaking career was right back at the same site I was working at full time. They hired me back as a consultant. Only this time, I was commissioned to help improve communication among the departments between the union and management. I wasn't really there for safety anymore, particularly. Now, it wasn't an easy task to do this. A lot of thinking and meeting with. I worked with another seasoned consultant. Her name was Nancy. But we were able to make a significant contribution. And one way we did it was by coming up with and creating a weekly flyer that we posted all different places and had copies in the break rooms and cafeteria, entitled Focus on 5. It included 5 positive things that employees or departments had recently accomplished. So Nancy and I would spend half our day going around and asking everyone we met, and it was a pretty big site. There was 3 different plants there, hundreds of people for sure. Everybody we met, we would ask them, what have you done recently that you're proud of or that's been a success? Now, at first, it was difficult to get detailed responses because people weren't used to that. Somebody come up to you, what have you done recently that's been a success? Or we go, sometimes we go to the supervisors or department managers, but we'd also go to everybody that worked at the plant. Now, eventually, it only took a few weeks, it became really popular. And we got more, people getting in touch with us and having stuff to get recognition on a flyer than we could handle. But the important part of this wasn't so much that it was just recognition. People felt like what they did mattered. We talk with everybody, from security personnel, if you worked in the maintenance department, or if you were a vice president. We talk to everybody about this. What have you done that's been good, helpful, you're proud of? Well, I learned from that gig that I got to do that all the time now. When I go work someplace if I go on a construction site for a short period of time, I ask around. I say, hey, what cool, good things have you done lately? Or what are you doing? And I'll tell you, just the fact that you ask that question boosts people's morale and makes a difference. Now, I've given hundreds of safety meetings, conducted them. I can't even tell you how many. Show recognition during your safety meetings. Whenever I give a keynote now, or host a seminar, or every now and then I still give, if I get a gig where I work, I recently worked on a demolition site, and I give weekly safety meetings, I'm sure to include a way to give either the entire audience, everybody at the meeting, or a few attendees recognition. If it's a talk to an organization or a company, I'll write a song or create a test that is unique to the group. For example, last year I wore a carnival barker costume, hey, step right up, here you go, because the convention had a theme called Circa du Safety, the safest show on earth. So I made it unique to them. I gave them recognition about their theme. One time I did a talk for a company, and I wrote a poem about how they originated and what they did. Now, more down to earth, what I mean by that is, if you're out in the field, if I saw a crew that set up a work area, quote, perfectly, including doing a bang-up job of cleaning up, or just they did everything right, when I did a safety meeting, if that group was in the safety meeting, I'd bring at least somebody up, or all of them up in the front of the room, and give each member a prize. Usually it was something humorous. One I used to like to give out was bacon-scented soap, or finger puppets, or all kind of, not that expensive prizes, but they were funny. The prize didn't matter, but the recognition did, because it showed that these workers, these employees, were doing what they should be doing, and then everybody else, including them, wanted to do it more. Now, be sure to publicize any suggestions you get from employees while out in the field during your safety meetings, or just in general, even if you're not going to use them. I've had times people have given me the most ridiculous suggestions. I still thank them, wrote it down. Back then I would write it down on cards, index cards. And you may need to use some finesse at a meeting if you're not going to use the suggestion, but still thank the person for the suggestion. Give them recognition for the fact that they went out of their way to some degree to give you a suggestion. Sometimes I'll just thank the person for the suggestion without describing what it was. Recognition comes in a myriad of forms. From a simple thank you, I always thank the people that wait on me. Thank you for waiting on me. And you'd be surprised how many times I'll pull their head back like, what? You're actually thanking me? To a Golden Globe statue that you get because you made a film that was wonderful. But it's something we all desire, recognition. And it's an effective way for you to influence people to work safely and to feel appreciated.